So what is the best way to protect yourself and your family from the coronavirus and any other bacterial viruses that may be out there? So what I'm going to give you today is some really good science-based advice that's going to benefit you now and your family now and far into the future as long as you apply it. All right. So all I keep hearing all over the media and the government is like isolation, avoid people, avoid immune-compromised people. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's good advice right now. But there's much more we can be doing. So without question, the people most at risk of getting serious complications or dying are people that are immune compromised or older. All right. So the question is, what causes a person to be immune compromised? Now, the overwhelming majority of people, it's because of choices we make over time. All right. Now, there are some people that just bad things happen to good people. I hate that it happens, but some people are immune compromised and it's not their fault, and I feel terrible for them. But the overwhelming majority of people, the truth is, it's your choices that caused your immune system to be compromised in the first place. All right. So it's immune compromised or age. So what causes our immune system to be compromised? It's chronic stress or stressors over time. And that is actually, it's chronic stress that causes aging. I mean, like, what truly is aging? Aging is just damage over time, right? So why is it that like one 60-year-old person looks so much older than another 60-year-old person? They're both 60. Why is one aged so much more? It's because they've experienced more damage over time. They've had more stress over their lives. That's why, like, you'll never see, it's like, oh man, Mary Jane, she looks amazing at 60. It's like, well, yeah, she's been smoking her whole life. You'll never hear that. It's like, why? Because smoking is a massive chronic stressor, and that damage that smoking causes your cells to reproduce faster because they're damaged, and then you age faster. So aging is largely a product of damaging chronic stress over time. So obviously, people are 80, you've just been around longer, so you've accumulated more damage over time. But there's a lot of people in their 40s, 50s, 60s who are much older than what the birth date says because of the chronic stress in their lives. So if chronic stress is what leads to a compromised immune system over time, it's like, what is it that causes chronic stress? And then once you identify what causes chronic stress, then you know the best treatments because you eliminate the chronic stressors. All right. So what are the most common causes of chronic stress in Americans? Number one is proper diet and or nutrient deficiencies. So it's crazy. We have, people like, isolation, don't go in large groups. I drive past McDonald's, the place is packed. I mean, the parking lot is packed, the drive-through packed. People lining up to poison themselves with junk food, which is a huge stressor. Like, one of the biggest stressors on our bodies is poisoning ourselves with junk food. Giving our kids juice, giving our kids soda, giving our kids crackers, eating pizzas. Just junk food is massively damaging to our body and a huge stressor. Another big stressor is nutrient deficiency. So right now, let's say someone has like serious coronavirus complications. One of the treatments they're going to get is oxygen. They're getting O2. Why? Because oxygen is a nutrient that your body needs or you die very quickly. Like, hold your breath for a while, right? You'll see how quickly your body wants action. So what's happening is your body can't function properly. Your body can't perform all the bodily functions it needs if it's not getting enough of this nutrient in its body. Okay? So obviously, you need certain levels of nutrients to function properly. Another huge nutrient that's very important for our immune system is vitamin D. If your body is deficient in vitamin D, your immune system can't fight off viruses and bacteria like it should. And then you're more susceptible to get sick and more susceptible to have complications from getting sick. I mean, there's really good Harvard studies that show people that are deficient in vitamin D, which is just about everybody in late winter, if they take vitamin D on a daily basis and bring their vitamin D levels up, they get sick way less often. And when they do get sick, it's for shorter duration and less severe. Like, vitamin D is one of the least expensive, simplest, smartest things you can do. And then the studies also show, which I always say, is if it only works if you're deficient, right? So if you're already getting adequate levels of vitamin D and you take more, it's not going to do you any good. It's just like protein. Like, most people already get plenty of protein. Eating more isn't going to do you any good. But most people are too low, so that's why vitamin D is so good for you. Plus, not nearly enough people eat adequate amounts of fruits and vegetables and healthy fats. And when your body and your immune system doesn't get the ingredients it needs to produce health, that's a massive stressor. That chronic stress reduces your immune system and makes you age faster. Another big one is sleep. Sleep is so damn important. Like, it is so important for reducing stress and improving immune function. One of the problems in our society is people are like so proud of functioning on lack of sleep and staying busy. It's stupid. Dude, I own multiple businesses. I got all this. You know what? I'm not busy. I'm productive, and I make sleep a priority. So like my room, it's dark. There's no media. Like, it's cold. It's very important to me to sleep. And very important with that is stop sacrificing sleep to watch stupid effing social media and CNN and Fox News and all this stuff that does nothing but put out stories that are, makes the whole world look awful all the time, which promotes more stress, makes it harder to sleep. You're thinking about stupid stuff, and that all comes back to a compromised immune system. Exercise, not just exercise, proper exercise, right? Like if you exercise too much, it actually produces stress, which is why a lot of distance runners have a soft belly, which I'll get to. Proper exercise is huge all the time. Like, the evidence is overwhelming on how much it reduces your stress hormones and boosts immunity. Sense of control. The reason why, we call them crazy, which I've done too, people run out and buy toilet paper and whatever stuff that doesn't make any sense is because it gives them a feeling of control. That's why I do it. One of the worst things is the loss of, if you feel like you lost control, it's a massive stressor. Or if you feel like you've lost hope and purpose. A really good book on this is Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. It's amazing how powerful it is just to have a sense of control and a sense of purpose in your life. Like, that mindset, losing that, it's crazy how quickly people can die when they lose that. So my approach now, all the time, because this is going to come again. It's going to come again, and there's going to be new viruses, new bacteria, new things coming around. So I always want to be as low stress as possible and in control of what I can control. So now and going forward, I'm always eating really good. Always. I'm avoiding junk food as much as possible. I'm taking vitamin D in the wintertime. I always take it. Sleep's a huge priority. I exercise intelligently. I have a lot of, you guys can probably tell my purpose is pretty strong. I'm pretty passionate about things like this. So that's really important to me. Now, going forward, I want to show you how this snowballs so much. So another big risk factor is obesity. And people get mad at me about that, but it's just true. It's just nobody can say it because you're going to hurt someone's feelings. But being overweight is very unhealthy for a lot of reasons. So here's what happens. Is when you're under chronic stress, main stress hormone, this hormone called cortisol, 1, it increases your hunger. 2, it increases fat storage. 3, it increases belly fat. That's why a lot of people who do a ton of distance running and have kind of a soft belly. It's because all that distance running, that chronic pounding is a high stressor, so they store belly fat. 3, chronic stress increases bone loss. So what happens is the stress and the poor diet leads to more stress, which leads to gained weight, and all that gained weight is a huge chronic stressor, which all snowballs back to a compromised immune system. So me giving this advice, I'm the fake doctor. I'm the quack. What is the real doctoring advice that I see so much of out there? We need more vaccines, more meds. How many vaccines do we need? Like, at what point is enough enough? What medication or vaccine is going to erase these choices? It can't happen. It will never happen. The only way to be in control and have true health is to do this. I'm not saying this is all bad. That'd be moronic, right? I'm not some crazy person, but I'm also not the other side calling guys like me fake doc quacks because they teach a freaking lifestyle that keeps me med-free, bulletproof, strong, fit, mobile, feeling awesome all the freaking time. You know what I mean? So this shit drives me crazy. The other thing, it comes back to this, man. It's not the seed so much as it's the soil, right? Viruses and bacteria, they're like seeds, and they need soil to grow in. When you are living this lifestyle, your soil's not fertile. The seed can't grow, right? If you don't take care of yourself, if you eat and live this lifestyle and your body is chronically stressed, it's like producing fertile, amazing soil that viruses can just attack and live in. One thing that really, when it comes to these viruses too, it's like, man, they're so dumb if you really think about it. It's like these viruses, if a person is unhealthy, they're going to replicate so fast that they're going to kill the organism that they're in, thus killing themselves. It's like, what a stupid organism. But then I think about humans, man. It's like humans, we just keep reproducing so fast and burning up our environment so quickly. It's like we're almost planetary viruses, most of us. There's a lot of people that really do good things for the planet, but overall it's like, how foolish. So let's learn from all of this and make these choices. And here's the real beauty of it. When you make these choices all the time, our kids and everyone else around us just makes it too, because we're leading by example. So if you follow me and you follow this page and you follow this video and you share this video, dude, I appreciate the hell out of you.